Hi, Phil Davis here with another Spero Car project update. I haven't really done a whole lot, but what I'm going to do in this video is just take you around the car and just give you an update on a couple of the things I have done and what's up next. I always want to remind you that if you want to be part of the project, if you want to get behind me, you can always buy these lovely t-shirts. They're soft, they're fashionable. This is a logo that I designed with the help of a graphics designer, a friend of mine. And if you follow the link below in the description, you can watch the video about the t-shirt, or you can just email me at sperocarproject at hotmail.com, and then I'll put one in the mail for you. But yeah, I'm going to take you around the car, and look, I think the next video is going to be the fun one, because I think as soon as my foam comes in, we're going to start shaping the body of this thing, and it's going to start looking really great. I did just order the expanding foam. I'll talk about that in the next video. So let's just go around the car. Yeah, so this angle might look kind of ugly, but what I was doing is trying to figure out the proportions, dimensions of how I wanted to do this little rear hatch addition. It's just some cardboard and some hardboard, I think it's called, that I hot glued into place. So there will be a plexiglass window that goes right in there. And I haven't decided whether to make this out of fiberglass or just to make it out of wood and seal it up and paint it. It wouldn't be too heavy if it was 1/4 inch wood, so I might do that. One of the big issues I keep thinking about every night is how I'm going to make that thing removable. Because in order for me to get to the spare, which isn't really that important, but to get in here to change the light bulbs of the lights, or even to get to the strut towers in the back, this is going to have to come out. And if the car is fully functional, I'd like to be able to remove it even for some luggage space and underneath there. I'll talk about this next part in the next video, but after removing the rear bumper, which is in the last video I did, I bought a can of expandable foam, polyurethane foam. That is what 1 can is. And I've watched a lot of videos of other guys that are doing this, and they never really show exactly what 1 can will get you. That's what 1 can will get you, okay? It's not very much. And so, taking the advice of another do-it-yourselfer, I bought the 2-part mix and pour stuff, which should work a lot better, but I'll talk about that in a video coming up. I have cut the rear fenders, so it gives me some more clearance. Hopefully now when I hit a bump, it will not hit the fender. So that was fun, because I didn't really have the right tool to do that. I'll show you, this is kind of interesting. This is after lowering the front tires, the coils. Believe it or not, there is some clearance there. You can't quite fit your finger under there. So on the other side, I'll show you, I did cut the fender and I folded it up a little bit. And I just started playing around with some cardboard to try and get some lines made. I took the front bumper off. I took the front headlights out. There is one thing I do want to show you on the back before I end this video. And I'm thinking about cutting these out and just kind of recessing them a little bit, just dropping them down. I'm going to build the hood up a little bit later. So I've cut this one, and that's what it looks like after it's been cut. So you get the clearance to hit the potholes here in New Brunswick, and there's the car. So that one's cut as well. So let me pause it, and I'm just going to show you something fun I did with my son the other day. So we found a local junkyard that was demolishing a whole bunch of cars, and the guy was nice enough. He just said, you go right in and take whatever you want, free of charge, because he said they're all getting crushed. So we had some fun. It was a wet day. This is actually the taillight out of an Equinox, believe it or not. But I thought, here's what you got to remember. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but it went like this in the Equinox, but I was going to flip it upside down for this car. I also found some really cool round taillights from a Chevy Cobalt, but there's a problem with those, which I won't go into. I guess I will, because it'll only take a few seconds, but on a traditional Celica taillight, there's 3 bulbs, one for the brake, one for the turn signal, and one for the backup. If I had gone with the Cobalt, there were only 2 bulbs, because the Cobalt has a bulb that does both brake and turn. I'm not getting into something that complicated, so I went with this, which is a Jeep taillight. Now, again, it's supposed to go like this on a Jeep. I think it was a Jeep Compass we took these off of. But on this car, I think we're going to flip them this way. And again, probably be impossible for me to show you what this will look like. Let me just try and stick it here without breaking it. Yeah, it's kind of iffy. There we go. So picture something kind of like it looks terrible sitting there. It'd be slanted up a little bit better. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking I'll do, just to get away from the traditional Celica taillights. I might still use the traditional ones, I'm not sure yet. So there you have it. That's the Spero in its current form and shape. It's looking kind of like a Frankenstein monster. But the parts, the foam is on the way, and we're going to start shaping the body here soon. If you want to support me, you can buy me a coffee, which isn't really buying me a coffee, it's just donating $5. I'll put that link below as well. And remember, those t-shirts, you can have one. Just send me an email and I'll get you one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.